How's the energy in the room? How are you guys doing? Apologies for that. More power. Okay, let's make you a little bit, hopefully, let's see whether you have some humor. You know, it's hot. You probably just had lunch. Can I ask all of you to put up your hands? If somebody feels uncomfortable by human touch, don't participate. But put up your hands. Come on, people. And you turn to the person on your left, if you have one, or before in front, and you give them a little massage. A little afternoon massage, wake up massage, come on. Meet some new people, don't be shy. Oh, really? Oh, come on. So many lonely people over there and over there. All right, we turn around and we return the love. We return the love. Oh, all right, good. I tried to make some new connections. I thought this was about ecosystem building here. All right. I want to spend my few minutes not to tell you about my organization. I also don't want to tell you about products. I don't want to tell you about how great I am or how great we are or all the things we're doing or all the money that we have or all the amazing customers and partners that we have. Instead, I want to use a couple of minutes of your time to talk about something which I think is a really big misconception and thus problem when we think about how we build the future of our economies, namely how we help the people in it, how we help all of us, how we help adults to actually deal with this tremendous change that we're all facing. And whoever thinks right now that this is a boring topic, then I invite you to go 15 kilometers outside of where you are right now, and you're going to be in a place where the majority of the people has voted for the neo-fascists in the last European elections. Right, so the question of how do we deal with change and how can we be confident about our future is, I believe, a really important question for all of us, no matter whether you're an entrepreneur and an investor or somebody running a big business. So I'll tell you about that misconception in a moment, but let me just give you a brief baseline. So, you know, never before, and it's just really important, I think, to remember, never before in the history of the world have individual people, irrespective of their background, had such tremendous power to impact the world. Right? Many of you are disruptors to larger, more powerful businesses. If you think what Greta is doing right now, that would not have been possible 50 years ago. It's really something absolutely new. But at the same time, the world is really messy. And we're, you know, I don't know how many of you have kids here. Do you think that, you know, I did sort of the Oxford and great degrees. If I send my daughter to Oxford, do I believe that she'll be set for life? Oh, no, she won't. I don't know how you think about preparing your kids. It's a messy world to make sense of. So how do we deal with this? If we say there's so much disruption, there's so much change, how can we create a world in which we can be successful and that will be around in a couple of hundred years still in the way that we want it, maybe? This is where the big misconception comes in, and I think that's a misconception that also drives $16 billion of investments in EdTech. The conception is, in order to develop people, I need to give them new skills, and if I'm a bit funky, maybe some new mindsets. So that's why I'm spending my money on building businesses that deliver content and that are engaging. But the real problem is that the way we're living and working is changing so dramatically. No matter in which industry, and we're operating in, I think, 12 different industries right now. No matter in which industry you are, there's less work in execution and more work in complex problem solving. If you want to make it simple, there's just more project work. So that means no matter whether you're a freelancer or you're employed or you're a leader, the question becomes, how do you allocate resources? How do you allocate your resources? How do you allocate your people's resources? And the matrix structure is not fit for that. It wasn't built for that. The matrix structure and management was built for executing the hell out of something and be really efficient about it, but not to be a quick, fast, complex problem-solving organization. So that means if you want to think about lifelong learning, if you want to think about EdTech, then for me the big recommendation is, and the thought that I wanted to share with you, and if you like discuss after, is you need to think about how do you allocate resources better. And the way we're doing that at the Do School is on the basis of two hypotheses. The first hypothesis is actually based on stable data points of expertise and passion, you can better allocate people than by putting them in a structure. I'm in marketing, I'm in sales, oh, I'm actually a leader, I'm in management. Yeah. But you need to bring them together around stuff that they really want to work on. And that's the second hypothesis. Employees that get to pick and choose what they work on based on their passion and expertise are much more likely to stick with the company. Now, you might say, up till now, all truism, I'm really bored, and this after lunch, get rid of this guy. The problem is a lot of people are talking about it, but very few people are actually able to do it properly. So that means what it means in practice is you need to set up a system, a platform, a tool that allows you to quickly actually post problems, challenges, opportunities, projects, and match them with the right people in your organization. Give them the opportunity to partake, and then actually realize that probably today, and there's some wonderful research that I hope most of you know, nobody has all the expertise in-house, so I also need people from the outside. So how do I get those involved, right? So that means, in a nutshell, if you want to think about lifelong learning, think about how you bring people together around the stuff that they really care about and that creates value for you as an organization or as a leader. And if you found a way to do that, then you can start thinking about that learning has to be hands-on. Because if I just get all my people on Degreed and I make them sort of read stuff for 30 minutes every morning, that's not going to deliver value to them or others, I believe. So it needs to be hands-on. The second one is that you need to start to bring people together about stuff that they jointly want to engage around, because that will actually make stuff sink in if they build communities and networks. And the third one, what I've just said, is I truly believe the only way today to transform a large corporate. If you're not able to mobilize its employees, help them to work together differently, and empower them not separately, but within the context of what they actually do, you can do as many strategy projects as you like. You can have as many consultants in the door as you like. You can have as much VC funding as you like. You're not going to make the turn that is needed to become so agile that you can continuously adapt in the future. And by the way, all of this, I've now been around yesterday and today a little bit. What I'm really missing, to be honest, is how we connect what we're doing here, all of us, with the problems that the world is facing out there. And I think if you think about how we're building the future of our economy, how we're building the future of our businesses, how do we make our startups successful, then we need to think about the people in it, what their purpose is, and how we can help them succeed with the way that they want to shape their community. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, gang. Yeah, bye.